Hey guys, this is Dr. Haley, and today we are going to talk about ADHD. So now that your kids are home from school for the summer, you may start to notice more of these ADHD-like tendencies. So the question is it just kids being kids, or is it something that we can look into a little bit deeper from a neurological standpoint? ADHD is commonly characterized with things like hyperactivity, impulsivity, difficulty focusing, and behavioral issues. While there is no exact cause as to why ADHD occurs, there can be a multitude of factors such as toxins, diet, genetics, and environment. We're going to go into this a little bit today to see how we can best help our kiddos manage these symptoms well. The Environmental Working Group, aka the EWG, has classified BPA as a potential toxin that can lead to ADHD-like tendencies. BPA is a chemical derivative that's added to stiffen plastics and can be found in things like plastic water bottles, plastic food storage containers, even receipts that you get at the gas station, and in canned goods. There was a study done by the EWG that found that in the urine concentration of kids with ADHD, the BPA levels are much higher than in the kids that didn't have ADHD, meaning that BPA is getting absorbed through the bloodstream and exiting out of the urine. So how can we avoid these BPA environmental toxins? Some ways that we can reduce our exposure to BPA is going to be not to store food in plastic containers. Something like glass or Pyrex is going to be a better option. And if we're going to microwave food, take it out of the plastic container before we're doing that. Another thing that we can look for is to opt for fresh foods instead of canned goods when possible. But if we are utilizing canned goods, just be sure to look for this label on the cans that says non-BPA lining. Our non-BPA water bottles are going to show that same label too. So look for that whenever you're looking for foods. And another thing we can do is when we're using water bottles, opt for glass or aluminum. Stanley cups and Yetis are also really great too, so we're minimizing our levels of BPA in our water. Another way we can reduce ADHD-like tendencies in our kids is going to be to minimize our use of artificial food dyes. Specifically here, we're looking at red 40, yellow 5 and 6, and blue 1 and 2. Those have all been linked to hyperactivity in our kids. A really easy way to avoid these is simply just to look at the back of the ingredient label on the box of whatever we're buying in the store. There are several companies that are looking to shift away from artificial food dyes, and a company I have found is Yum Earth. They have a bunch of different candies, and they're all organic, use no artificial food dyes or artificial sugars, so definitely check them out for all your candy needs. While minimizing BPAs and food dyes are my personal favorite ways to help kiddos with ADHD, here are some other things we can do to help too. Number one is going to be reducing our level of screen time. This doesn't mean to cut it out entirely, because let's be honest, that's not realistic for the average household, but minimizing our screen time can be super helpful to de-stimulate a hyperactive brain. Also, cutting out screens about an hour before bed is really helpful to wind down and make that bedtime transition a little bit easier. Another option is to use a high-quality CBD brand. My favorite is the company Green Compass. These are their nano jellies, and they are really great. They're USDA organic, and there are so many testimonials of moms sharing how this has helped their hyperactive kiddos be able to feel more like themselves, have less intrusive thoughts, and focus more in school. So definitely check them out if you're looking for a natural alternative to medicine. And lastly, just let the kids be kids. Let them go outside, let them do sports camps, let them just have fun and be themselves. Allow them to be bored. Allow them to be creative. Let them fill their time with things that they love instead of us just putting things on them that we think that they should love. That is a really great way to encourage our kids to not only calm down out of that hyperactive state, but to be their best selves too. I hope that you learned something today. If you have any other ideas of how ADHD can be helped from a natural standpoint, drop them in the comments below, because I would love to hear your thoughts too. And if you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.